Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Grand Temple of Jing. This is the Tower of Jing. It is a romp through an inverted tower that is part of the home of a trickster god named Jing. Jing is the archetypal trickster, the first of his kind. And he, in his mirth, decided to steal everything he possibly could in the universe. So he stole objects from people, from peasants, from kings, from empresses, from the gods themselves. Jing is said to have stolen life. Jing is said to have stolen light. Jing is so good, he can steal gold from an empty coin purse. But over time, Jing became very bored of this because nobody could stop him. They tried. They invented things simply to stop Jing. They invented doors. Then they put locks on the doors, but Jing learned how to open a lock. They made traps, but Jing learned how to get through traps. Then they started putting monsters in his way, and he would learn how to get past the monsters too. And he realized after a while that this was great fun, but it was no challenge to him. So he made a temple home to himself, and he filled it with all the treasures that he stole. He then added things like doors, locks, traps, monsters, all the things he had encountered before. And he invites everybody to come into his temple and take his treasures. They can take anything they want and leave happily if they can find the way out. So the Grand Temple is a book over 500 pages that has content from lots of superstars: Jonathan Tweet, Monty Cook, Skip Williams, Ed Greenwood, Jim Ward. Those are just the five most known. There's a good 10 adventures in there written by superstars, or maybe it's 12, and a whole bunch of other content, and it brings it all together in a mega dungeon experience that is meant to combine all the archetypes that you're familiar with brand new archetypes, a lot of which are built around humor. Because this is a trickster god, he wants fun. So in the Tower of Jing, even in the temple itself, if you die, there is a mechanic to resurrect you, so long as you've been entertaining. If you're a big baby and you don't do what Jing wants, he might not let you come back. But otherwise, you keep coming back until he's bored with you, at which point he either ejects you from the temple or the tower, or you become a part of it. That's the background of the temple, and that's about all you would need to know, or all you would ever know about it. Because over the millennia, the Grand Temple of Jing has become a children's story, right? It's a reason not to go behind a door you don't know. But in reality, the temple has been around all this time. And not only that, because Jing's temple is the first labyrinth ever, anybody who built a labyrinth or a dungeon afterwards, Jing thought was copying him, or at least paying him homage. So he decided it would be really fun to put doors into their dungeons that lead to his. Therefore, in this campaign setting, every dungeon, every labyrinth connects to the Grand Temple of Jing. You were in a labyrinth of streets, back streets in a major city, following a parade of troubadours, jugglers, dancers, singers, tumblers, fire breathers. You were caught up in the magic of this, and you went wandering into this little maze of alleyways. They all went through a door in a back alley and invited the entire crowd to come with them. Everybody did, but somehow when you went through, you appeared elsewhere. That is all you know. You appear in a room with strangers, and you realize that you have been stripped of most of your goods. You have your armor, your weapon, a backpack. Some of you might not even have a backpack. You're missing things. Most of your money is gone. That's how our adventure begins, and I will send the map to you now. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is the world's cheesiest map. That's because the tower has never actually been properly translated. Where the temple has been, and it's a published book that you can buy, the tower is actually the distilled contents of the entire book. So that book has 60 levels in it and it's 500 pages. And this tower takes sort of the best of approach to that and just pulls content. So this is where going to begin. We're going to have your tokens put onto the map so that you can move them around. I think I know how to do that. Ivan, want to tell me how to do
Yep, I think. Yep, looks good.
that?
Giant gnome.
I have to do it myself, I take it. These squares are 10 feet because this is an old map. And we will just fudge our way through that. Any questions while I'm doing this, folks? Wow, you're all easy. All right, that should be our group. In the center of the room is a statue. It's standing on a block of granite. The statue is of a man who is not very tall. In fact, he's almost even slouching. He's wearing a hooded cloak with the hood pulled up, and the sculptor has defined this such that you cannot see the eyes. It's as if the shadow of the cloak hides the eyes. All you can see is the nose and the smile. The smile is pulled up to one side in a very sort of wry look. He has one hand out as if expecting you to give him something, and he has one hand up as if greeting you hello. Otherwise, there are 8 doors, and the room is magically lit. Any questions? Like I said, you guys are easy.
Anything else in the room noticeable?
Yeah, there's 4 strangers you've never seen before.
I was gonna say, have we seen each other before? Did we all walk in as troubadours with the troubadours and together, or
You walk in and you are, what? Where did everybody go? And then you look and there's nobody behind you. There's just these strangers in the room. Now, I do apologize. Are the 4 of you normally an adventuring group that goes together?
I'm not? We did have one player who was trying to do that with Chris, but he's not here, so
Yeah.
no.
No worries. So then all strangers.
Behind.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
The life debt is the perfect reason for you to be here together then. No problem. So, you can role play that next time, that explanation, and any of you can do that as well. I leave the floor to you all for a couple of minutes to orient yourselves. Go ahead.
Yeah, not halfling, the gnome, bald gnome, mimics the statue's like hand gestures and kind of bows and says, "It is as the dreams have foretold."
Very good. Nothing happens. Very good.
Yeah. Where did they go? Why are we here?
I ignore everyone and begin looking at the bottom of the statue and frothing at the mouth. Yes, yes, this will lead to Mesro.
The bottom of the statue.
Utah be praised.
Awesome. The bottom of the statue is a granite block, like I said, but it actually has a labyrinth carved on all of its sides. And on the top of the box, there's a slot of some kind.
And I pointed out to everybody in the room, look, I've made a discovery. Oh, there's people here.
What's your character, John?
I am a dwarvish monk, and none of you probably know that yet, but I usually walk around with a walking stick.
Okay. Little dwarf, put your hand in that slot.
Oh, no, no,
Do you have the skill religion? I mean, are you proficient in the skill religion?
I am proficient in religion.
Okay, so the first player that was asking about it can make a roll on religion. Do you know how to do that, or do you need? Oh, look at that. That's more than enough.
Nice roll.
Yeah, I mean, you've clearly seen this in pantheon literature. This is the god Jing. Now, to anybody who doesn't have religion, Andrew, you can roll your religion as well. But to the rest of you, he just said, "We're in a fairy tale." Exactly. So
Oh,
Pico, you know who it is as well, though. Hold on, fire truck.
I'm gonna use that for a second. You can click the little dice button or die button where it says total next to your skins. Wherever it says this dice button or this little die, you can always click them and it's gonna roll that specific skill. As you can see in the chat now, it's saying skill religion proficient where Pico
Right.
rolled it, right? So how you can just click the die and it's gonna roll for you.
Yeah. So for next time, Hal, rather than just throwing a d20 and adding your mod, you can just click on that part of your character sheet and it'll add the mod for you. Okay, so Andrew, you know it's Jing as well. You know less than Hal does. Um, you know, because Jing has multiple aspects. This appears to be the trickster aspect to both of you, but you don't know too much beyond that. There you go, Hal. Yeah, no problem. Good test. Nice roll. If you hear me go silent, if you hear me go silent for a long time, I'm waiting on action. So I'm going silent.
I
know nothing of this statue.
will attempt to stick my hand in the slot.
Oh, no, no, good sir, don't do that. It might come right off.
I have another one.
There's always one.
So when you go to reach your hand into the slot, there's some sort of invisible barrier protecting your hand from going in.
Bzz, like a fly trap.
No, it's like solid, more like almost like a piece of glass if he knew what clear, translucent, or transparent glass was. Boom, 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 boom. What the heck? Boom, boom. I mean, he can clearly see down into the darkness. Boom, boom. Can't get a finger in there.
I reach into my backpack and am very disturbed to find that my cooking supplies are missing.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
yell,
sure are.
Where's my spoon?"
It's always the spoon with these little people.
Ah, yes, the quick folk.
The quick folk.
Are there any artifacts or any hieroglyphs on the walls?
There's nothing. The wall or the room is otherwise featureless. There's not even cobwebs in the corners. There's no dust
I
on
get
them.
I get real close to that wall. What is it made out of? Like what type of stone?
I grant it. And do you all understand that those boxy things are doors?
Kinda figured
That is first edition door symbology. Glorious door symbology.
Yeah, walk past those doors. I get right up to the wall and I start smelling it. Oh yes, Greg.
Oh yeah. But you know what? Are you a dwarf? Do you have stone cutting or whatever that's called now?
Heck yeah, I do.
You know, that's one of the best looking walls you've ever seen. I mean, that is utter craftsmanship.
What's up with the crazy dwarf licking the wall? Yeah.
I reach up for my signature hat and I start taking it off and looking at it.
Sorry, what kind of hat is it?
Is it there?
Okay.
No, I'm asking. It's one of my items for my background. Is it
Yeah, no
has it
problem.
disappeared?
No, you've got it. You've got your normal.
Perfect. I pull off my fez and I reach in, I grab my corncob pipe and I start smoking it.
Yeah, perfect. Anybody else?
Maybe we should put a coin in the slot.
I love how that was met with silence.
Does that sounds like it would make
I'll pull out a gold piece.
Okay, you have one.
Monk. That's probably why I had beforehand. I'll put it in the slot.
Can we tell
Okay.
the make of that gold coin that he pulled out?
The make of the coin. You mean like what country
Do
it's
I
from?
Yeah, is it some weird gold coin or is it like one of the gold coins I would have had before?
It's one of the gold coins you would have had before, though no one else in the room recognizes the markings on it. And you all have only one gold, one silver, one copper. So Pico puts the coin in the slot, right?
Yes.
You let go and it somehow passes through that barrier that stopped your hand. And it makes this really, I don't know, satisfying clunk sound when it goes in. Clunk. And then you hear this sound. Jing. Man, you feel good. You feel like you just got a dopamine hit.
I'll try putting a copper piece in.
It goes ding. You don't feel very good about it. Jing. Oh man, it just rings through the room. It's just so satisfying. What a sound.
I'll throw the gold coin in.
Same thing.
We had more gold coins to put in this slot.
Seems a waste, but what the heck? Put the gold coin in.
Ding. I don't know if it was all of you. I heard 4, I think.
I think we're still waiting on Hal. That tiefling
We all
looking guy
stare
over
at
there in the
Hal.
corner.
Yeah, I heard you.
If everybody, whoever wanted to put one in, puts one in. It all makes the same sound, but nothing happens after the sound dies down.
I like to see if
Oh,
there's a
that-
coin slot on the bottom. Go ahead. Sorry.
You should open one of these doors now.
Just gonna say that.
And there was a question about the coin slot in the bottom. There's no like return coin slot. That's what you need.
Yeah, I was looking for the one for like a penny going through, like a copper coin.
Yeah, actually, I might have to put that in here one of these days, but not this time. All
Walk up
right,
to the-
doors.
the
Did somebody
door.
want to try a door?
Yeah, I walk up to the door just right there on top. Say, before waiting, I don't wait for anybody. I just open it.
I want to make sure all the players know they can drag their icons like these 2 players just did. Does everybody know how to do that? Okay. All right. So you walk up to the door. I apologize, Pico. I must have faded out. You walk up to the door and then you do what?
I say, this will sound okay, but I don't even wait for anybody to reply. I'm just going to open it unless someone's, actively stopping me.
Anybody actively stopping them?
I do not actively stop him. I actually walk up to another door and look away.
Open it.
Okay, so I'm going to start with this one up here. And that should have just revealed to you all, correct?
Yep.
All right. This room opens, and Pico, you are looking at a table. Actually, it's a desk. And on that desk is the biggest book you have ever seen in your life. Behind the desk is a stool, and sitting on the stool is a very small man. Must be a gnome, actually. Looks wizened and old. He has a single tuft of white hair on his head, and it falls forward as he's leaning forward, looking at the book. There's a strange machine of some kind up against the right-hand wall you've never seen before. It's some sort of clockwork thing. And you open the door. When you open the door, the little man behind the table looks up at you and goes, "What? What did you do? Why are you here?"
I opened the door.
Yeah. Well, come in, come in. Are you gonna go in?
I go in.
Drag your guy. So the rest of you hear this voice say, "What are you doing here?" And then the gnome walks into the room. Okay, so I'm going to pause you there, Pico. Nat Meat, what were you doing at the doors?
I jiggle the handle to see if it'll actually turn.
Which door? The top one or the bottom one? You're between 2.
Oh, I'm between 2 of them? Oh gosh. The top.
Okay, it is not locked.
I see that he just walked into a room. I'll stop what I'm doing and then turn to look at him.
Hal, what would you like to do? Okay, Jaxla, what are you doing?
I am moving forward. Moving there. And watching this little gnome Pico.
Said he seemed quite pleased. We gave him gold. All 5 of, and I look out and I realize there's only all 4 of. Oh, one of them must have left. All 4 of us gave him gold.
I think you misunderstand me, good sir. You are a keeper of this place. Why are you here? Have you forgotten who you are?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. It's just like The Shining.
You have forgotten yourself. You were once a keeper of this very tower. You have sat in my chair.
Explains the dreams.
Right. So I'll DM aside to you all. The Grand Temple of Jing is not just a mega dungeon, it is a meta dungeon. It goes meta all the time. And this is the tower going meta on Andrew Zimmerman Jones and saying, you've DM'd this before. So the gnome, this keeper, is very confused to see Andrew Zimmerman Jones in the tower being Pico the gnome monk.
Interesting.
This isn't important to what's happening right now, but my HP is a little bit lower than it should.
Yeah, just fix it
Just
up.
add it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just that you can just overwrite whatever it has in that little column there on the front sheet in the middle. So Andrew, this is the first time I've ever gotten to do this, bud. So are you going to play like you remember, or are you going to play like you don't?
I'm playing like he's had dreams that like this place is all kind of vaguely familiar to him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know exactly what the guy's talking about. But he's like a hermit monk, so he's like used to just saying, like responding as weird and cryptically as he can to things. So he's just running with it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. I just wanted to make sure you understood what I was doing.
Yeah, well, and the funny thing is, the hermits have their things like a discovery, so they have some weird like insight that like has driven them from society, and so like my insight is that like I remember this place, but I don't remember it.
Very good.
So
he says, well, regardless of whether you remember or not, may I please have your name?
Pico.
Well met, Pico. And he writes your name into the book. Will your friends be joining you?
My head out and say, you guys want to come in here and give him your name?
Oh, he didn't die. You see that? I told you all he wouldn't die.
You're 10 feet away. Can you not hear through this door?
Oh, yeah, 10 feet away, which is within safe distance, everyone.
Step into the room. Why are we giving him names?
For posterity, sir. Are you a sir? Sorry.
I am a man-eater.
You're a man eater. Very good. Very good. I will not tell you the very dirty joke that's in my head right now.
Yeah, I had that too.
Carry on. Hal, well met, well met. And he writes your name in the book. And I missed the question you asked afterwards. I'm Blimguptapu. Well met. You can give me any name you wish.
You have mine. Man-eater.
Well met, man-eater. Yes, yes. Well, there certainly will be some things in here for you.
I am Nat Meat of the Opal Hearts. It's an old family. Nat Meat was given to me by the Batiri tribe over in Schult.
Nat meat, roll me a d20.
It's always the dwarves' fault.
You can just simply grab the d20 off the tray and chuck it into the beige part. There you go. Ah, yes, Opal Hearts. I've heard the name before, but none of your brethren have been through the tower. You're the first. Congratulations.
Ah, perfect, perfect. I knew I'd always beat those fools.
Yes, fools. Fools often find their way to the Tower of Jing.
They never believed in my discoveries.
Now the stranger insults us.
Have you ever heard of the conspiracy theory that there are time-traveling purple squid face people out there to enslave?
I've heard. I heard a tale of a man who used a spell called teleport to send giant squids into a city. Is that not messed up? Why would you do that?
Yes, a true believer.
So I have your names, so you may all come up now and claim your coin.
Okay. Grab
I need no coin. I'm here on an adventure.
find it.
The coin is a double-sized gold coin. He's got 4 of them sitting on the table right now. It's double-sized, and it has the head side is showing the head of the statue out in the other room.
Told you we wasted our coins. Ah,
Oh, do not fret. Look at these. They're huge. We now have giant gold coin.
walk out to the statue and put the big, giant, oversized coin in it.
The gnome shouts out, "That's not where it goes!"
I stop.
You need to put it in the clockwork machine in this room.
Do that then.
Clockwork. Oh, that one over there.
So this machine is made of, again, some form of glass or transparent thing. You can see everything inside of it, and in amidst all this machinery, there's these small vials of liquid. It has a slot on the front of it that is the size of the giant gold coin.
Put it in.
You put it in, and all the clockwork inside the machine starts moving. And then you see this little arm come down, grabs one of the little vials, goes and drops it, and all of a sudden it shoots out of the machine at the bottom, like a little door opens, and out comes a little vial to you, along with your coin.
Labeled in any way?
Nope.
Yeah, it's just like Gatorade, like ice.
That's right. It's like Lipton ice.
You pulled out a brisk.
That's right. Are you gonna pick it up?
I pick it up and take my coin back.
Kate, when you pick it up, you hear a voice in your head say, "I am a potion of jumping."
Say thank you, and presumably no one else heard the voice. So
Yeah, you just see the gnome say
to be
thank you
talking
to the
to-
vial.
yeah, I appear to be talking to the vial or the machine or something.
I think Hal's not there, maybe?
Hal was disconnecting. I think he keeps having voice issues, right? Chris? I see the ring, but there is no voice coming through. Okay.
Yep, all good.
It just sounds kind of quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet and it keeps lowering and upping the volume again.
Yeah,
All
probably
started
like
with me asking to just notch down the microphone boost a bit because you were distorted, and now we got this. I'm so sorry.
Okay, while you're doing that, anybody else?
Yes, I'll put my coin in.
Okay, the exact same thing happens as I'm sure you expected. And out comes a little flask.
Pick it up. Don't let it fall on the ground.
When you pick it up, a voice in your head says, I am a potion of climbing. I think I heard you there. Again, your mic seems to be suppressing your voice.
Yep, he said he goes over and tries the machine himself.
Yeah, and it says, your potion says, I am a potion of healing.
I walk over as well, and I will place my overly sized coin inside of the coin slot as well.
I am a potion of heroism.
Hey, I don't think I need this potion. Does anybody want to trade? The voice in my head said heroism. I'm assuming you guys heard that too.
I heard.
I'm not much of a hero, you see.
Yeah, don't hesitate to talk, guys. If you talk over each other, it's the most normal thing. It would happen exactly that way at a table. So, don't wait to see if someone else is going to answer. If you want to talk, just talk.
Here, I'll trade you. Give me that.
Reasonable.
I agree. It is quite simple. What's not simple, of course, is escaping the Tower of Jing. You're going to go through multiple levels in your attempt, and quite frankly, I don't expect to see you alive again.
Oh, you're full of sunshine and great news.
Then you obviously don't know. Nat Meat Opalheart! Away!
I definitely do not.
I take my walking stick that has like a little bulb at the end of it, and I point out as I walk out the door.
Okay. Colorful fellow, he says. And you can pull yourself out of the room.
I'll follow, saying under my breath, I may want to eat him after all. He's quite interesting.
Yep, you can pull yourself out. You guys can take actions. You're in free action mode right now.
Come along, you guys! Sir Pico, you chose the last door. Would you like to choose the next one?
Someone else can.
Well, I can go first. I'll choose this left door, because I always go left. Is my one flaw.
My one flaw.
That's all.
I had a friend once who told me there's one thing about this car, and we were on a 13-hour cross-country journey when he decided to tell us that, and then 7 things went wrong with his car. So I assume you really only have one flaw, right?
Quickly throwing that in, you just went right. Because your
Yep, he sure
character
did.
is not looking at the map like you do.
He went left. Are we
No,
talking
it
about
went left for me.
Oh yeah, but from his perspective, he was going right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
He
Good
took a
point.
right-hand turn. That's right.
Dwarf.
Hilarious. I always go left. There we go. The other left.
Yeah, my other flaw is that I have dwarf dyslexia. We're just finding this out. Thank you, good sir. Beep boop.
Well met, and take care, and good luck out there. Remember, Jing's a jerk.
Shit.
Okay, so was Natmeat opening this door?
Yeah, I opened this door with vigor and vim.
Vim. That's a spell. Just like magic. You open the door just like magic. You see this big, fairly well lit room. Somehow there's this ambient light coming from the ceiling in all these rooms. It's lighting it up pretty good. There is something up against the wall in the far end. You can't quite make it out. It's about halfway up the wall.
I'll take my cane and I'll press on the first squares in front of me.
Clack, clack, clack.
I will take the first step in. Good luck, my friends. I'll see you on the other side.
I'm sure he'll just be licking the floor or the wall.
You watch him walk through the door and you wonder what the other side is. Did he mean the other side of the door?
Away!
I
As
watch
I-
to see if anything happens to him.
No, he's just standing there.
As I walk forward, I will keep using my cane to press down on the stones ahead of me.
Very good.
How
Clack. Very good. You're again in pretty much exploration mode, folks. So you can just talk, move, do your thing.
I have my quarterstaff out, and I see him doing that, and that seems wise. So I kind of do that too as I'm walking along.
Tapping, okay. Soon the room echoes with tap, tap, taps.
It's that thing at the far end of this.
Well, Nat meets close enough now that he can see it's some sort of lever set into the wall, about 4 feet off the floor.
I'd like to study it.
Very good. You want to do an investigation on it?
Yeah, I'll do an investigation. Do I have to touch it for that?
No. But you have to get close enough to, give it a good once over with your eyeballs. You should probably move to the square that it's in.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh my god, it attacks you. No, it doesn't. Okay, so you roll a 5 and it's like, yeah, this is a lever.
Even lower. I rolled a 1.
It's a lever,
Wow.
but it doesn't work. That's your conclusion.
Yes,
no
this is
light
obviously broken. Can you guys
wall.
see over here? There's a lever here, and it's broken.
Hey John, how did you get the your dice in this game?
What do you mean?
I love your dice.
Oh, no. It's just like my dice at home, guys.
Dice.
Oh, yes, quite sure. It obviously won't pull for me, and I give it a little tug, and it's just like not moving.
Okay, the lever is set in the up position and it's going to pull down.
I'm just pushing it up.
Right. And getting nowhere.
dwarf, your other way.
Okay, so it sounded like you said you were going to use Mage Hand to pull it.
Yes.
You're
It's like
just quiet.
You're like, yeah, you sound like you're 15 feet away from your microphone. Okay, so you cast Mage Hand, you send it out, and the Mage Hand passes right through the lever. It will not catch it.
Is there anything else in this room? Just the lever?
Correct, just the lever.
Jixlon, do you think you could pull on this? I can't seem to get it to work.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay,
And I'll
I need a strength DC 10 check, or a strength check, I should say. You're looking for DC 10?
I don't. How do you roll these dice?
No problem.
Go
Yeah,
through
I
your
was
character
waiting
sheet.
for this question. So look at your character sheet at the front page of your sheet, and literally just if you look at your strength field, there you go.
That was me. Sorry.
So,
That was me.
yeah, perfect. Oh, this thing, it was a little stuck. That's probably why that little wimpy dwarf couldn't do it. But you're tough and you're strong, and you pull that lever straight down. And when you do, the entire half of the room that you're standing in, the floor collapses and you both fall.
I lived as I died.
Damn dwarf.
So I need dexterity checks from Natmeet and Jixlun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. So down goes Natmeet was busy orating, so he forgot to get his feet under him.
Yeah, I was looking at the wall. I was just like, oh, it's the same pattern all over again.
That's right. Well, you notice it as you fall too. Hey, every third brick is up. So Jixlun, I need a dexterity check from you, please.
Can double click the big field where it says dexterity or click once
you
on
go.
the die symbol.
All right, you're both taking this much damage from the fall.
Your GM rolls are hidden. Do you want
Oh.
them to show?
Yeah, please.
Okay. At the top right, you see the gear
Oh.
symbol, which is
Hang on one
options.
sec, Ivan. Hang on one sec. Oh, okay. Say that again. My apologies.
At the top right, you see the gear symbol, which is options.
Yep.
And then sort of in the center of the list, it says chat, show gem rolls. Just turn that on.
Okay. Oh, it's better roll the first time. All right. You both take a point of damage.
Ah, ooh, my trick knee. Ah, ooh.
I mean, you guys can hear the cartilage pop in me. It's gross. The
Here, let me
bugbear
get
says
that for you. Let me get
my
that for you.
grandma hits me harder than that.
Exactly. I grab his knee and pull really hard out.
It makes that satisfying pop sound again.
Ah! I think you pulled the tendon. Hello? We're not dead down here.
Yeah, you're lying probably, or sitting at the bottom of a 10-foot pit.
How high up is it?
10 feet.
It's 10 feet to the floor, if that makes sense.
How tall are you, dwarf?
4 feet. Pika, what were you saying? Pika?
Oh, Danny, I had an audio issue there for a minute. What am I in? Like, what's this circle thing that I'm standing on?
What is this circle thing that I'm
On
standing?
yeah, did I miss that? Did something happen to me? Because
No, you're totally fine, man.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they just triggered the pit. They've fallen in. You're totally fine.
Okay, cool. I was like, what's I thought
They're
I'd
now
fallen in a
checking
pit
your
too.
average height.
Okay. I have a staff, so I guess I will go up. Is it the 10 feet here that fell into the pit, or is it, or not 10 feet? It's these are so 20 feet. Okay, it's half the room you said.
Yeah, it's actually I was having trouble with the drawing tool here. I don't know if you can just see the little dash line I just
Yeah,
drew.
I can.
Okay, so that's everything past that line is pit.
I go up to the edge and I don't have a rope, but I have a well, first I have a staff, so I guess I'll lower the staff down and kind of secure it to see if one of them can grab the staff and like kind of climb up the use the staff to help them climb up.
So the bugbear, when he reaches his arms up, almost hits the edge of the pit already, right?
Okay.
He's
Well,
about